would do something a little bit different. This year has been all about learning how to develop my self-confidence, and to kind of test that, we decided we'd kind of go with online dating. Part of it was just curiosity, part of it was there's an actual need for that, and part of it was just for fun. There's no better way to put yourself out there than to really put yourself out there. It's kind of like the naked in public situation where you really have no choice but to sink or swim. So I made an online profile back in January and figured that we would kind of let it play out for a month before I let anyone kind of in on what I was working with, which was really fun actually, and very liberating to actually say, this is who I am, and this is what I'm capable of, and this is what I'm looking for. It sounds good in theory until you actually make those things live and you publish all these details. In a complete panic, I had Rose go through my matches that very first night while we were driving, and I didn't really have control of the situation or my phone to be able to say, don't do that. Maybe 30 seconds later, she had sent 5 smiles, emailed a couple, probably picked out my future husband. So we were there. We were in the deep end. And it was probably one of the best things I've ever done for myself, because there was a ton of a response from all of these people, and you don't typically get that in a regular social situation. It's been really fun, but there's been a couple of weird situations that I've got myself into. There's a very magical thing called the smile button, which if you're just online, something will pop up and say that so-and-so smiled at you, and then you immediately have to say, what am I going to say back? Am I going to smile back? Am I going to pretend that I ignored it? What are my options? And they know if once you've read it and whether or not you're choosing to ignore them. I thought that I would play along with the first guy who smiled at me, and in an attempt to smile back at them, I accidentally hit the wrong button, which it's called the Sparks button. Why they have that so close together, I'm not sure. I feel like that's like a third date maneuver, possibly a passcode. Needless to say, I came off looking incredibly eager to his lovely smile, and we have yet to see a response from that. I mingled into a chat room just for kicks and giggles, very 1997. It was fun until I realized that the average age of men were 51, and it was more like To Catch a Predator instead of, oh, this is fun, I'm gonna meet someone. And then I kind of found a guy who had a lot of potential. He hadn't posted any pictures, but I figured that since he had already emailed me, I may as well get to know him, because that's just how you do it. What was the worst that could happen? There's a lot that can happen. You have to be incredibly careful. It started out with a, hi, do you want to chat? Hi, how are you? My day was good. And then it turned into, Jessica, I have a really serious question to ask you, which, I'm sorry, what could you possibly have to ask me that's incredibly serious after 2 sentences? What's the weather like? I don't know. He wanted to hear the sound of my voice and needed my phone number. 2 sentences in, I'm not sure what the whole online dating code is, but I'm pretty sure that's crossing a couple boundaries. I don't know. Maybe it's different. If someone knows different, let me know. It's just awkward. Can't see it. But it was fun. I ended up talking to him for about an hour and a half before I kind of hit my limit of, this is just kind of beating a dead horse. This is just can't go anywhere. Which was fine, because I actually was talking to somebody and someone genuinely wanted to talk to me because they thought that I had something of value. I'm now talking to probably 3 or 4 other people, but it's incredibly gratifying because these people genuinely care about what I've put out there and what I want to share about myself, and they genuinely think that I'm attractive and that I have, something to offer this world, and I have so many wonderful qualities that they're looking for in their companion, which is something that I never really valued in myself until now. So as my Valentine to you, I hope that you remember how wonderful you really, really are, and to find that confidence in yourself to go out there and try something new.